baby. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I never played this game before, but we're gonna play some Fall Guys. Why is that the stupid Opera GX? I don't care. I only use Opera GX because it lets me choose the RAM I want whenever I'm doing like a thing on the internet, streaming thing on the internet. So, also, I got this Pro controller yesterday. I don't know if you can see it. It's a fake Pro. Well, fake. It's like a third. No, that's not what I want. Sorry, just a sec. I have to change something. Going to try this. See if that works. Anyway, it's a YCC Team controller. So I don't know like how the reputation of like how good they are. I feel like it's decent. You know? I have like no actual idea. So don't quote me on that. Like I have no idea. Give me 30 seconds here. Stop, 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 stop. I said stop. So yeah. They seem decent. I mean somebody had a different controller. It was like a R something like Rig Team or something. Rag Team or something. And to be honest, he said it was fairly good. So I don't know if what that means really. And so he's like, I can't find the listing, but now it's changed to like the same kind of company, whatever. It's changed to like YCC Team. So which is, he's like, I'm sure it's the exact same controller. And I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Oh, whatever. So yeah, so this is like one of those controllers, you know. And the thing I liked about this controller was like, whoa. Like, actually... Wait. Go back. $100 hours of watch time 3 weeks ago. People love your videos so much they can't stop watching. Okay, cool. Anyway. It was, like, very much, Stop it. Hello? It was very much a cheap control. It was like... No, it wasn't even just wireless, right? It was cheap. It wasn't even just cheap. It was cheap wireless. I was like... Wireless, because back in the original, like when they first started coming out, you know, I don't know, 2018, probably a year later, they started making all these like fake not fake, but third party what's it called, controllers, oh dang, third party Pro controllers, and the only thing about them was they were never wireless. They were always wired. They were like $20, $30, but they were wired. And so everyone was like, okay, well, if you can deal with the wired, it's fine. I think it's even cheaper now that it's wireless. Oh, sorry, that's wired. Like, wire controls are even cheaper now than they were. But apparently it has all the functions. It has rumble, which is kind of a little aggressive, but it's fine enough. This might have a enough lag to cause problems, but I don't know. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so it has rumble, which is kind of aggressive, but it's fine. It has motion controls. And it has NFC gyro controls, and it has NFC. Oh, there you go. Motion controls are working. Yeah, I think motion controls are working because for this little thing. Anyway, and it has NFC for the amiibos, which I want to look for an amiibo today. Because I got a bunch of those random like video game stores. Well, one of them's like a store that sells things, you know, just random things. One of them's a store that sells like, you know, it takes in gold, silver, okay. Navigate the jungle obstacles and race to the finish line. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Because I want to see. Because I got, from my library, I borrowed Shovel Knight treasures, and I wanted to get a Shovel Knight amiibo, but they're expensive. I mean, you can get a three-pack for $40, which amounts to about $13 each, which is not bad. But do I need 3 amiibos? And B... Like, I don't know. Do they do anything good? I don't know. I know the only game that uses all amiibos is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's the only one that uses every amiibo. Because you can hear it. Right? You can hear that, right? That's like a little bit much. But I mean, it's not the worst, but it's a little bit much, yes. What was I saying? Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, no! Oh, well. That's fine, I guess. I'm assuming that's fine. Anyway. The first one's usually easy to qualify in. I've only not qualified, only disqualified. Got disqualified once. And I played this about, I don't know, 4 or 5 times last night. Just to get the hang of it. Like, I was like, oh no! Because I was like, what's the thing here, right? What's the deal here with this game? Why that's such a great game? And it's a decent game. I don't think it's personally the best, but it's okay. It's okay. It's not the greatest, but it's okay. It's fine. It's just kind of fine. It's not the greatest, but it's fine. Like, it is what it is, so. No, come back, you bum. Thank you. So I wanted to get one of those. And then I was like, if I ever get Smash, I asked my friend, because he has Smash, does it let you still do the same thing as I did in Smash? Oh my god! There you go, thank you. Where you can, like, train a amiibo, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, nice. So I might get an amiibo for that. I don't know if all amiibos work for that. Qualified, thank you. What the heck? I want to try and win this, but I don't think I can. Anyway, how are you doing? So yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, so apparently, like, so, yeah. And then in Zelda, back to Zelda for a sec. Zelda lets you only, like, it has item drops and stuff. And then the Zelda Breath of the Wild ones have, like, cooler things that it lets you have. But yeah. For me, personally, I don't really care for amiibos. I had Skylanders. I got a whole set of Skylanders for, like, I think I paid, like, $32 for, like, or I paid, like, $40 for 32 of them or something. 32 amiibos, plus 2 games, plus 2, which I might actually play on stream. I think I'm going to play it on stream after I play, the Zelda, so it'll be the 4th game. Anyway. What was I saying? What's it called? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I just go. Anyway. Give me a second here. I'm still doing this, so let me get doing this. What was I saying? So I had Skylanders, and I kind of thought it was, like, decent. I didn't really care much for the Skylanders. I played with them, and now I'm like, why did I buy this? Why did I buy such a gosh darn humongous thing of just... It was back in the day when I was just buying a bunch of crap. I went on eBay and was like, hey, look at it. Because I got a, like, influx of money, and I was like, hey, I could freaking buy shit now, and I bought, like, crap. I bought a freaking fake Samsung Galaxy S, was it 8 or 9? Anyway, I was like, why did I buy this display unit? Like, what was I thinking? Because I think I had an idea of, like, I might use this in a video or a movie or, like, a thing I make or something or, like, whatever. And I'm like... Now I'm like, whatever, okay, Netplay. I tried to play Netplay today with a great end, but it didn't work, so then he was with a great friend was helping me reinstall Windows for the entire day, and Netplay hosting still didn't, and now I'm eating. Now, I feel like, yeah, I think it's what you said. The farther away you are, the harder it is to connect to Netplay. Right? I think that's what happens here. So, and also you get a more laggy and more unresponsive and more just bad experience for things like when you're doing whatever streaming over streaming over your Steam library, you know like playing with a friend over someone's Steam library, because we had that problem too. It was like doing well when we first started, and then by the end of me playing with you, it just ended up being like awful mess of a thing. I remember that. So it's no, stop it. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm not reading what the things to do. I have absolutely no idea what I'm supposed to do. You ever played Fall Guys? I think it's, like, expensive on PC, isn't it? It's currently free on here, so. Wow. See, I don't know what I'm doing! I really don't know what I'm doing, so anyway. In that one, anyway. So, yeah. Also, I've been doing a lot of art. I don't know. I don't know about that. My friend was hosting NetPlay, and he's in America, and it worked perfectly without any. Oh, okay. It just didn't really work well. So it's working, but then it's like, oh, it didn't really work. Okay, got it. Interesting. I don't know. I know that when we were playing with the Steam, what do you call it, share or whatever it's called, game share. Oh, it is? Okay, okay. I thought it was like you had to pay for it on mobile. No, I don't think this actually does anything. Maybe it does. It feels like it does, but I don't think it does. So yeah, because I saw a guy. Okay, I saw a short on YouTube that was this artist guy, and he was like, first he says, this is a video. This is a follow-up video to a video I made before, which was him streaming, him drawing with, or maybe it's a video, I don't remember, with pastels, oil pastels, right? If you know what those are. He goes, and I made not a comment, made a remark. I was like, I made a comment. It was like, oil pastels are adult crayons, and so he was like, oh, I'm gonna buy crayons. And so he bought this set, right? This exact set right here, which is a 64 pack of Crayola crayons with the sharpener on the back. That's the cool thing. I saw 151 with a removable sharpener. That was cool, but anyway, 120 something one actually. Well, anyway, okay. Navigate the medieval obstacles and race to the finish line. Okay, cool. And so I was like, I want crayons because I love crayons. Crayons have a really like good, like I can show you really quickly after some of the art from the Discord if you've seen it, and like it's like I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I'm following videos, so when I see someone do something, I'm like, okay, now I understand it, right? It's like, okay, good, but like I'm not the worst artist. There are people who can still follow it and still suck, right? You know what I mean? Like the ones that are awful, like gosh awful, like just god damn it, god awful, like just horrible. Or when you get a book, I have a couple of these books that over. Wow, this is getting stupid. This is gonna be hard anyway. Like, you know, a couple of these books. God dang it. Anyway. No! God dang it. I'm not gonna qualify, am I? I might not. What the heck? Okay, stay on this side of the thing so that if I fall, if the thing comes out and pushes me, it'll push me closer to the middle. There we go. Took long enough. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. Like, I have those books that was like, basically it's draw this perfect shape, then draw this next perfect shape, then draw this next perfect shape, then draw this next perfect shape. Bam! You've drawn a horse. And you're like, or you've drawn a Star Wars character, or you've drawn a, not a lightsaber, but you've drawn a whatever, and it's like, you know, oh my god, the holes, man! These holes, man. There you go, get me out. No! Why does it start you here? I didn't qualify. Great, dang it. Eliminated. Oh, can't eliminate it anyway. So yeah. Wow, that was hard. And then you have it. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then you draw the like thing, because you can see it. You're like, I know exactly how to do this. And it just doesn't work. Ever. It's never worked for me well. I follow them multiple times. I had like dozens of these books. My dad's friend, she gave us like an entire set of like books. You know, it's like a kid's series of these like learn to draw books. And I was like, this might work. And then I followed it and I'm like, it's like every other book I've ever gotten for drawing. They suck. Because they just assume you can just magically know. Because you've got that like art intuition where it's like, oh, I just know it. It's like, no. You're giving this to a kid. No offense. It's awful. It's so bad. It's just so bad. They suck. Those games, those books suck. Real bad. Just suck. They just suck so bad. They just awful. So that's why I don't follow them anymore. I find there's a YouTube channel called Art for Kids Hub, and then there's a second YouTube channel called like the Cartoon Hub or something. What's it called? It's the Cartooning Club How to Draw. Cartooning Club How to Draw. And those are the two that I've been following recently, just because I'm like, this is actually showing me how to draw rather than these. Also, I hate people who don't show you very well, Or I hate people who just do like a time lapse of something. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. They're not explaining anything. Do that. I don't know. Something about the guy verbally telling me, I'm listening, I'm like, okay, I get it, right? I get it now, right? Right? Kami, Kami, Ka. No, sorry, Kami, Kami, Ka. Whatever. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing recently. This stuff. I like it. I like it. Listen. You can hear the dang vibrations. It's like loud as heck, man. Anyway, so yeah. Ah, dang it. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been drawing recently. I'm not a very good artist in like a... Because my mother's decent at like taking something and just drawing it. Like looking at something and drawing it. I'm not. Even reference pictures, I'm like, nope. Not at all. I'm terrible at it. Like, absolutely terrible. That's what I was saying. Like, that's why the like how to draw books always sucked for me, because I'm like, I never understood how to draw. I knew somebody who said the same exact thing to me. She's like, this is so horrible. They suck. They never teach you how to draw. They teach you, hey, can you do a perfect circle? Can you do a perfect this exact shape? Then boom. Bam. You can draw. It's like, and now you know how to draw. It's like, what are you talking about? That's awful. That tells me nothing of how to draw. Nothing. Zero of how to draw. So, that's why. Look, not that somebody can't get them out of them, and there's not people who can get, you know, can learn to draw from that. You know, I was also looking, what are sharpeners, you know? So, what are, like, what do you call them? Sharpeners, crayon sharpeners, and they're basically just plastic sharpeners, from what I can tell. Because I looked at the one in this, and I looked at in this pack, and I looked at the one in the like 125 pack, which is removable, which is like an actual sharpener thing, and it's actually not that bad. Like as a sharpener. Also, it's plastic, so I'm like, oh, okay. So if it's plastic, then okay. Well, navigate the obstacles and race to the finish. You know, it's not that bad. Like it's definitely strange because you're like, what, plastic sharpener? Okay. Because that's what my mom said. Well, just use a regular sharpener. And like, I know that doesn't work because I've tried it before. And it's a whole like thing. It's like a cliche thing. Like, you've ruined my sharpener with crayons. Like little sister or little brother or something. You know, you've ruined... Hey, you hear that? It's crazy. It's not that bad. It's aggressive, but it's not that bad. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so I'm like, Mom, I think it's plastic. And she's like, oh, that makes sense. She like, had that like... Oh, that makes sense. Also, Crayola's like the mid-tier of like... It's not particularly good. But it's just like, if you need decent crayon... Decent... No! Wow! Decent art supplies. Like crayons, markers, color pencils. It's okay. Like, it's better than like... generic dollar store garbage. But it's not, you know, Prismacolors or any of that kind of, like, high-end stuff. Like, the really high-end, like, you're spending, like, close to oh, yeah, no! Dang it. Close to $1 on one pencil. Like, it's just insane. Or marker or something. Like, you're spending, like, $4 on marker. It's like my mom bought a marker just recently. It's a paint marker. And I'm like, she spent, like, I think, $6 on it. I'm like, holy crow. But that's the thing. Art supplies are not cheap. Art supplies are another one of those things where it's not cheap. Like, and it's really not cheap. Like, no! God, freaking stupid. Right? Thank you. It's not cheap at all. And that's why the same guy who was talking about crayons, right? He also had a video where he was talking about all the things he bought. Like, he went to the paint store, art store, and bought two things. An eraser, a tube of paint and an eraser. And he goes, how's that possible that I only came back with this? Because he, like, shows his whole entire collection. He goes, over the, whatever, 20 years I've been doing this, I have, like, every art supply I'll ever need, from working in a art store to working, to when that art store closed down, to being in college, to this, that, and the other thing. Like, drag the flying fruit and race up the canyon built to reach the finish line. Built to reach the way. Dodge the flying flute. Sorry, I thought I said drag the flying flute. Never mind. Dodge the flying flute. Okay. Yeah, it's fairly good. From what I use it for about a day now. It's pretty good. No, stop it. Anyway, so yeah. That's annoying, A and B there, because I look at it here and it's the opposite on a Xbox controller. So I have like a fake Xbox controller. I'm going to be lurking. Okay, cool. You lurk. You look around. I have to try and get Ryan to come. He was a cool guy. Maybe he likes Fall Guys. I don't know. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so that's my his art thing. I was like, how do you not, you know, so it's like every piece of art you'll ever need. Everything you'll ever need. Because I rarely ever go to the art store anymore. And I'm like, I'm not surprised. Because, like, certain things like, you know, colored pencils and, like, paints, as long as they're sealed and as long as they're, like, kept well, I think they're still fairly usable things. Like, a colored pencil, a marker, well, maybe a marker because they dry up, but, you know, a colored pencil, a crayon, a watercolor, like, they're all fairly usable things after years and years and years. Like, a pencil doesn't go bad, does it? May go brittle and might crack, but other than that, like, stored fine, it's okay, I guess. I don't know. He's making the, you know, he's trying to make the point, like, he's also trying to make the point that if you're an artist, you'll collect a bunch of random stuff. Random art. No! Dang it. Poopy. So, you're not going to necessarily need to go to the art store as much as you think you will. Well, because you'll buy, like, because at first you'll buy, like, a lot of supplies. And then realize you don't need all of them. And then just have them. And then go, you know. And they have, like, weird colors for this, too. They have, like, they're trying to be woke. And they have, like, is it people of the world or, like, skin of the world? I don't know. Or whatever. And it's just skin tone colors. Because they're trying to be politically correct. They can't have flesh. You know, that's not a thing anymore. Although they have all the other weird ones. Mountain Majesty, Pink Flamingo, Wild Blue Yonder, Mango Tango, all those kind of colors. Those weird colors that you're like, okay. Like, you know what I mean? And so, oh, what did I get? Oh, whatever. So, yeah. Right? I'm going to change my color. I hate this orange. It's actually not good orange. Anyway, so yeah. But if you watch, okay, I'm gonna put in a video right now. It's sorry. Just give me 30 seconds here. I'm gonna change my color. I hate it. Actually, with a passion. I like legitimately hate it with a passion. It's so bad now. I want a double one, but I don't think I can. There, that'll work. Nice. Fine. Eh. They're coming out with a nothing phone. It's weird. What is my thumbnail right now? Oh, it's me like sitting back. Okay. Anyway. Give me 30 seconds here. What was I saying? So it's let's see if there's like a thing. Nope. Crayon Song, there you go. That what it's called? Crayon Song. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I don't really care. Secret messages. Anyway, so let's save this. I'm gonna go and share this now. I think there's a share button, right? No? Okay, I gotta click it. Okay. Stop it. And this is where it, like, shows, like, holy crap. They just had, like, not that. They had, like, the stupidest, weirdest, most, like, craziest colors ever. And, like, how do you get away with some of these colors? Infected Royal Pink, Whitehead White, Lacerated Cheek, Pus, Flaky White Toe Cheese, Lime Green Mucus, and Ashy Skin, Flaky White Toe Cheese, and Phlegm. You know, it's like, what? How you get away with these colors? I have no idea. But, you know what I mean? They're Crayola. They had the coolest kind of colors, too. There was an episode of, or there was a video by Mike Mozart that had, like, one of the coolest. Oh, what? Mike. Oh, Mike. Mozart. Not light switches. That's a funny one, but it's a little inappropriate. Crayola. Yeah, like a. There we go. They had really old Crayola, but then they had this one. This one is really a cool. Okay, well, break through the doors and race through the finish line. Some are real, some are. Oh, okay. Is this one right here? I'm probably gonna watch it after this. Whoa, go back. It's 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. Sorry. Yeah. Can be really fast. Then there's this one. They're both pretty dang good videos, but this one is like, wow, okay. They're just because that's what they do. They retire colors. They have weird colors. They've made up their own colors, I think, certain times too. So, what? You have to jump? Oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so just crazy how many things. Crayola is like the weird company too that it's like, your stuff isn't that great. How are you still around? I guess it's because it's a middle of the road. Hand it to an elementary school teacher, they'll buy this stuff. That's the people who buy it, right? Rather than like, no artist is gonna really buy this unless they really want like cheap. You know what I mean? Like very cheap, you know? Come on, come on. So yeah, but it just shows how much crazy stuff they like. They're also a company, okay, that have really got with the times and have like they have like a digital version of all their apps or of their stuff. Kind of like how Hot Wheels has like done this like scan a QR code and you'll get like a thing. And so did although it's absolute garbage as far as I'm concerned. I've used it. It's awful. Their website for what's the guys for Kinder Surprise. If you have Kinder Surprise, you might have Kinder Surprise in Europe. I know in the U.S. it's illegal. It's banned because of the whole choking hazard thing. Or it was banned. I'm not sure if it still is banned. It was banned. I don't know if it still is. Anyway. Okay, whoa. Navigate the futuristic obstacles and race different. Okay. So yeah. They did the same thing. They had a website for a long time, and then they just had like a scan this QR code for like, I guess it's an app. I don't know. Maybe to direct you to a website. I don't know. So. Ooh, boy. So, yeah. Woo! So, yeah. They did a very good job of, like, being... there's an episode of, what's it called? What's it called? Oh, my gosh. Under the Influence, which is a show on CBC, which is about, I'll have to find that episode. The Archive of the Volts. Ah, you suck! I'll send... oh, damn it. Okay, there we go. Yes, thank you. What was it called? Yeah, Under the Influence is a podcast about... well, it's a show on CBC, but it's also a podcast now. Anyway. That's about, like, advertising, right? And it's about advertising. Oh, dang. And one of the episodes was, like, how companies have gotten with the times, basically. They've, like, modernized. Like, Crayola's a good... Crayola's a good example of, like... very good, like... it's gotten with the time. It might have even brought up Hot Wheels, I'm not sure. But all I know is... no, you can't grab it, son of a bimbo. I jumped. You bum, I jumped when I saw it, you dingus. Oh, you jump real fast. Now, why can't you grab onto the side of that? Immediately. Thank you. Immediately! Oh my god, you suck. Go jump. You suck. Nope, waiting for the next one. No, waiting for the next one even. To that. Next. Son of a memo. Is it going like an order? Thank you. I see it jump. Yeah, I didn't qualify. Dang it. Okay, anyway. So, yeah. That's how one was Crayola, and how Crayola really got with the times. It really knew what it was doing. It really was like, yes, it's great. It's, like, actually really good. Like, it knows how to modernize itself in this, like... See if I can find that episode. On... Influence. It's about advertising, but you know. And you know. I don't know what it's actually called, the episode. I don't know what it's called. It must be an episode called, like, Under the Influence. How source of influence are evolving. Brands are under the influence. No. No. Fine. Screw it. I don't care. Yeah, I know. I wonder what the actual episode... This is going to be a stupid one. How do I... Can I search in this? No, of course not. Oh, it's just called... Yeah, and apparently he doesn't even run with CBC anymore. I mean, he's on CBC, but his podcast is not on CBC anymore. It's on, like, something else. Yeah, there you go. Well, I mean, oh, it's also on CBC. Okay. The Vault. Like, can I look it up? Episode what? I don't even know what the friggin' heck it's called. Oh, stupid. Like, it's just here on... Oh, you suck. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, am I playing right now? Am I playing right now? No, say. Exit show. I think I'm not. Oh, let's make a sci-fi. I remember that one, yeah. Yeah. That was a cool idea. Eek. Where's Under the Influence? Something like that. White coat, black or no, it's not that one. White hot heat. Writer and company. Oh. Maybe it's not here anymore. Maybe it's just like old that's on here. I don't know, cause like it starts right away. Q with John. I remember John Gomeshi. That was a good guy. It was Tim Power now. Not John Gomeshi anymore. He had sexual harassment problems, sexual abuse problems. Sexual assault problems. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna say one thing about at least John Gomeshi. The thing with John Gomeshi was the judge basically said to the plaintiffs, I think, or the people who were whatever. They were like, no. Basically, they were like, no, you're showing us that you literally were like, no. What the fuck is it called? I know, but I want to look up, like... Whatever. I don't think I'll find it. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, so, the judge basically showed... Or they showed the judge, the women that were, you know, filing for this abuse, whatever. Were, like, showing emails of, like, them coming back for more... wanting to go back, do it, and the judge was like, I mean, it destroyed his career, don't get me wrong. But it was like, Bullshit. You actively seek this out. No. Sorry, done. No, I'm sorry, done. That's what the judge basically said. And I don't blame the judge. The judge was like, no, you're actively seeking this man out. You wanted more. Read between the lines, go screw off, get out of here. It ruined his career, but still. Like, I was like, oh, interesting. Because, like, no. Okay, so, it wasn't like a Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing where everyone loves the man. No, they were like, oh, you stupid man. Just like the beginning of Me Too movement. It's like, oh, you stupid man. You're a sexist cream. I was like, shut up. Shut up, because it was proved that he didn't do nothing. It wasn't his fault, basically. And they're all like, well, he's still an awful human being. Avoid the moving doors and race to the... Okay. Right? Like, no. Why? What did he do? It's the same thing with the other two guys. I'm not gonna get into like the Me Too movement. That's all bull crap anyway, in my opinion. Because you have people like Harvey Weinstein, and you have people like Bill Cosby, right? Who did not get off scot-free at all. But then you have people like the former governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, who bullshittingly gets around the whole thing by like, well, he's a left-wing liberal Democrat. What do you expect? They're not gonna like touch the man. Italian Democrat. I don't know if Italian makes any difference actually now that I think about it, but you know what I mean though. Like, it's like a bunch of bull crap. Like, you know, just baloney of like, what? Why? What happened to Me Too? What happened to believe the victims, right? And Joe Biden, the president of the freaking United States of America. He's a creepy, sleepy, crazy Uncle Joe. He's touched little children. He's touched their hair. Like, he's just a whack of a man, okay? Damn, why did I lose again? How did I lose again? Anyway, there's a woman who came out and said, the vice president of the United States of America, Kamala Harris, when they were running for president, when she was running for president, both of them, they were running for president, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and all the people, she went on one of the debates, I believe the victims of Joe Biden. That they're coming out saying Joe Biden is a bum. Right? And then she becomes vice president? How does that work? Anyway, I don't get that. But so crap all over Trump for being a weird or sexist pig, right? It's like racist, sexist, Islamophobic, xenophobic, homophobic, anti-Semitic, bigot, pig, right? It's like, what? How? This double standard doesn't make any sense. It makes zero sense. To me, it makes literally zero sense. I'm like, where's it? Because he was a liberal. Sorry, he was a conservative Republican who was trying to break the standards of all the stuff that was happening in America. And they're like, well, that's not how this works. It's like, yeah, it can work this way. Like, things like, you can't do that. And he goes, yes, 100% I can. Or, you have to do this. And it's like, no, I don't. Things like, little things like, I don't have to go to the what's that big ball? No, big dinner. There's like the dinner where they have all the comedians, and then like all of the celebrities show up, and then there's comedians, and the president says a few things. The presidential dinner or something like that. Something like that. I don't know what it's called. And it's like, what's it called? Yeah. He didn't go to that. It was like for the 4 years he was there, he didn't go to any of them. He didn't do a bunch of things, and then he did a bunch of things. They're like, you can't do that. And he's like, yeah, I can. And then he was like, you have to do this. It's like, no, I don't. Where does it say that? Where in this thing that I agreed to, that I, held my hand on the Bible and on my heart and swore to uphold whatever, did it say that I had to do this? No. I don't have to do any of it. And they're just like, they're like little kids who like, when you, or like someone trying to argue something, and then you pull out like one argument, and they're just like, I don't have to do any of that, or yeah, or whatever. They're trying to get you in trouble. It's like, no, I didn't do anything wrong. It's like, or the like, the person who's the not the attacker per se, but like the person who sued you, whatever. We went to court, and like that guy's lawyer's like, and then you approve something like, or like you're now proving that they didn't do it, or like it was against them. It's like, oh no, you know. It's like, wow. So like that's what he did. He's like, no, I can build a wall. I'm allowed to do this. Also, hey, guess what? I can take defense money and say it's not being used for defense. I can take it and use it as money for building a wall. And they're like, no, you can't. And they pulled out all these things. No, it's fine. Then they even tried to pull out the 26th Amendment, is it, or 25th Amendment? I think it's 26th Amendment, where it was like, if he's not physically or mentally fit to run the country, he doesn't have to, or he can't. He gets like kicked out basically. And it's like, no offense, but you got to pull that on Joe Biden. And that's the thing. The cabinet's never going to pull that on Joe Biden. Joe Biden's cabinet's never going to do that. Cabinet, I don't know if you call it ministers here or there, but his cabinet's never going to say that. The Democratic Party could, or like, I could even, wow, this is hard. I could even see the Democratic Party, but like the Republican Party and the Democratic, even some of the Democratic people could pull that up, but you can't, that's not how it works, so. They like tried to pull this out and be like, whatever. And somebody made a point, it was on Fox News, they made the point that like, Joe Biden, okay, they were going to use that 25th Amendment, either if Trump won again, which is dumb because his cabinet would not say that either, but and then they were going to use it on Joe Biden and say, Joe Biden's really not fit to run as president, so we have to put Kamala in charge until, it's like, what? It didn't actually happen yet, but it didn't actually happen, so maybe it'll happen, I don't know. I feel like that could be a thing, but the cabinet loves this man. No! Oh no, I am, I do have to do that, never mind. So yeah, because I don't know, they love this man with a passion, like, and then there's been a lot of, there's like 99 out of 10 Americans think that America's going into the, no. Oh yeah, well, I'll keep this for a while. Anyway. So yeah, I'm definitely not saying that they're like destroying the country in like this, like, oh my god, it's a dumpster fire and it's like there is no America, but oh, it's bad. So like, there's a lot of people who voted for Biden who are now like, that's not what I voted for. I didn't vote for $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 a gallon for gas. I did not. Like, sorry, I did not. I didn't vote for a terrible pullout of Afghan. I didn't vote for crime skyrocketing. I didn't vote for more people dying under Biden. I didn't vote for people people coming into the country. This random illegal aliens coming into the country. Random people just walking in. Yeah. And they literally say this, okay? They literally say, I'm walking into the country because Joe Biden told me to come. Joe Biden invited me here. He said, come. Which he kind of did. But he didn't directly be like, just all you illegal immigrants, just aliens, just come. Just come. No. But he did say, it's like, he never said you are against it. And he also said, I welcome the people who need to come here. The refugees. I'm sorry. Refugee status works like this, okay? And Trump figured that out and went, well, then you're doing this. Which was, you go to the first country you can go to after your own. That's why the Ukrainians are going to Poland. Because that's the closest country they can go to that's not. That'll hold them. My friend's grandfather he's the Romanian. And in Romania, my friend's grandfather has a hotel that's, he's hosting a bunch of the, like, Ukrainians. Like, those are refugees. Syrians who came were refugees. Although I don't think we needed, whatever it was, 30,000 of them or 300,000 of them, whatever, how many they came to Canada. You didn't need that many, but definitely that is technically, no, okay, no, dang it, technically, refugee, that's a refugee, that's the definition of refugee. Not these weird wacko people coming from, like, yes, I know you want a better life, but don't use refugee, use immigrant, if you want to do that. Because it's not a refugee. If it's so bad, why don't they go to the first country? Because he had the remain in Mexico policy where it was like, no, sorry. These people, they're staying in Mexico. Because guess what? That's the country they should be in. or whatever country's next door that's doing actually well economically. You know, it's like, come on. I lost again. Wow, it's horrible. So yeah, no offense, but get the hell out of here, people. And they had nowhere to go. And these are not people. These are not kids. These are not mothers. These are not young people. These are not like, baby kids to, I don't know, 22 or something. And they're not, which is like starting life. This is not women with children. This is grown-ass men coming in here being like, yeah, I want to come here because Joe Biden told me to, because I'll get everything free. Healthcare, free education, free this, free that, free work. Like, it's just, basically they said free money. There were like, what was it? I think every single candidate raised their hand when they said, would you give illegal immigrants, would you give the immigrants coming in free healthcare? And like, oh, of course, 100%. I'm like, bullshit. Right? And then there were ones like Andrew Yang, the Asian guy, and like I think Biden even at one point was like okay with the idea, He never ended up doing it, but okay with the idea of like, and so there was like, I don't know, half a dozen of them, maybe a dozen of them, who were like, yeah, also, we'll just make a socialist country, and we'll just give them like free money. We'll just give them $1,000 a month. Free money. And everyone was like, but where is this money coming from? It's coming from my tax dollars? No. This is like American tax dollars? No, that's bullshit. Like, Canada wants to have like a socialist. They want a social credit system, which is bullshit. I'm not going to go into that details, but that's a whole different thing. But they want to do the whole like $1,000 a month thing, give you like a minimum wage. But somebody made the point on Fox. It was on Mark Levin's show, right? It was two guys, and one of them, or maybe it was one guy, I don't remember exactly, but it was like, he made 2 points. He made, one was, if you told me at 12 years old, right, when I'm starting high school, you can get $1,000 as an adult, or you can get $1,000 a month, you think you would have continued doing any of it? None. Not one. I would have dropped out of high school and just kept my $1,000 a month and been like, oh, I get free money. What's the difference here? The other thing is, navigate the obstacles and race to the finish line. The other one was, you don't end up being all at an equal level. You just become equally poor. You don't all get a minimum wage. You just become equally poor. You're all poor at an equal level. $1,000 is now considered poor because that's all you get. So, I just think that they don't exactly know what they're doing over there in America. Now look, don't get me wrong. I am not one of those people who thinks Trump is our Lord and Savior. Right? Trump is like next coming of Christ, second coming of Christ. Trump is like some savior that saved the world. He was a better president, and he's probably one of the best presidents. I don't know if he was the best, because I don't know a lot of presidents, don't get me wrong, and policies and what they did. But in comparison to Obama and Biden, this guy is like night and day. He may have been crude, he may have been upfront, he may have just spoke his mind. I don't think he's a bad dude. Also, I don't think he's our, like, savior, Lord. Like, he's the guy who's going to save America. Whatever. I don't, at least that's not what I feel. Oh, he's going to do a much better job than Obama or Biden. But no. Obama told Biden twice, don't run. In 2016 and in 2022. Or 2021. Or 2020. And so it was like, don't listen to your... No, it's because they've, like... what's it called? Not pruned him, almost. But, like, they shaped him into this person that they want. Because they knew that everybody else was a little too progressive. They were either gay, or they were either black, or they were either a woman, or they were either Hispanic. And we're like, we're not ready for that. We're really not ready for that. America's not ready for that. It's like in Canada. You're not getting a woman. You're not getting... Also, the last... I'm talking about the Green Party now. The last Green Party leader was a black woman. So, I think she was black anyway. I believe so. Don't quote me on that. But then you're not getting a separatist. You're not getting a black woman. You're not getting a Sikh. And it goes between the conservatives and the liberals. Conservative liberals. That's it. And the guy Aaron O'Toole, people didn't love the guy. Oh, Stacey. They didn't love the guy. Although a lot of people didn't like Trudeau either. They were just like looking at him like, I don't care. Basically, it's the whole Trudeau did nothing wrong for me. I don't have any problem with Trudeau. I got money from Trudeau. I got a whatever check from Trudeau because of the pandemic. He handled it like decently, and so everyone was like, whatever. And I'm like, he's awful though. Get him out of here. He's a piece of shit. Get him out of here. But oh my god, his like ethical way of running the country is bullshit. Oh my freaking gosh. This guy can go fuck himself. I'm not even joking. I don't use swear very often, but guy can go fuck himself. Like legit. Get the hell out of here. They should have done a vote of non-confidence after, like, because what happened was they used the Emergency Act, which basically says you get special privileges to do a bunch of things. You can like, I think technically at one point, Canada was under a what do you call it? What's that called when you have like not a military state? What's it called? Kind of like that, but corporal state? No, whatever it's called when like the military takes over, kind of thing. Oh, sorry. Yeah. At one point, for like a very brief amount of time, when they were doing a protest, avoid the moving walls and don't fall off the platform. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah. So once he used the Emergency Act, which is he used it, he illegally used it, right? He didn't use it properly, like at all. He was not allowed to use it. They had to like argue it for like 2 days. They argued for like 2 days, and then just no. That's what it was. They argued for 1 day, and then were like, well, blah, blah, blah. And then it kind of stopped, and they didn't sit for like 3 days. They didn't sit for like a week, and then they used the Emergency Act. He's like, well, basically it's like, oh, I didn't know what I was doing. I thought okay, never mind then. I don't know what I was doing. But yeah. Right? He argued like, well, I have to use it. Like, no, you don't. This is bullshit. It's bullshit. And then he's like, they pull it out and they go, oh. And he just uses it. He's like, well, I'm going to use it. Because it's basically, I'm going to use it anyway. So, just please rubber stamp it. And it was the whole absolute bullshit of the NDP, the New Democratic Party, who was like, we don't want to have to, but we'll side with you. We'll vote on your behalf. And they had enough people to vote on it, and they all got their whatever. Anyway, they should have got a vote on because in Canada and in the UK, because we both live in a monarchy. Live in a not a monarchy. Well, they live in a monarchy over in they're in a monarchy. Their government over in England, but we're a parliament, both in a parliament. We don't have like impeachments where the other party can bring up a hey, we need to impeach this guy, and then I guess the Speaker of the House was like, okay, yeah, we'll see the impeachment go forward. Basically, I guess there's a bunch of people who have to go through it to confirm a start of impeachment trial, but we don't have that in Canada, and so we have what's called a vote of non-confidence, and what that means is the other parties can basically say, if we're not confident in the leader, and they can vote, and the guy can be kicked out. But the problem is, nobody has money to start elections like now. They didn't have one the first time they were thinking of having a vote of non-confidence, and they didn't have one the second time. They should have had a vote of non-confidence. They should have immediately been like, no, Trudeau, fuck you. We're having a vote of non-confidence, and you're getting the hell out of here. Like, bye. Get out now. Or he should have quietly stepped down and said, I'm sorry, I did this out of wrong. I shouldn't have done this, and he kicked out. Would have been great. It's the Boris Johnson situation where in England, Boris Johnson resigned because he had a lot of controversies. Also, a lot of the people don't like him. Although, he's probably more favored than, liked than not liked, than unliked. He's probably better, liked than unliked. But here, you want to know the stupid thing about this whole thing? Okay, so half of Canada didn't vote at all. Half of those people voted for Trudeau. That means a quarter of Canada cares about Trudeau, and those quarter, how many of them are going, I don't want Trudeau. Read between the lines. You can screw off, man. Get out of here, right? I think half of that has lost faith in Trudeau. So you've got what? An eighth of Canada? That's crazy. That's like nobody who's confident in Trudeau. Because there's people who think Trudeau's fine and like him and whatever, but just did not vote. Just flat out didn't vote. So, also the way it works here is you can win the seats, because you have to win seats here, not votes, by not winning the majority of votes. There were more people who didn't vote for Trudeau than there were for people who voted for Trudeau. How crazy is that? That's why people like my mom, people like, she heard things on the radio, they're all like, they have ideas where they're like, they have this like, these ideas where it's like, I think I'm going to be done for today, but I'll continue talking for a second here, where it's like, you vote, because you vote for your MP, which is called your, what do you call it? No, that's municipal, parliament, MP is member of parliament, yeah. Yeah, you vote for a member of parliament, the person that's going to represent you, kind of like how you vote for a, you have different representatives in America, you have like 3 or something, is it? Or is it 2? Because you have a governor and then you have like a congressman. Yeah, I think so. So we have that too here. And so you have a member of parliament. You vote for your member of parliament, which everybody just takes that as voting for the party you want to vote for. Everybody. Unless you go into the provincial ones. Because at least for me, I'm not going to say who I vote for or which party, but I'm going to say that the party I vote for is not the party that I want in power. It's just, he's a good guy, so I vote for the MNA, which is called Member of National Assembly. Wait. Member of Parliament? Member of National Assembly. MNA, yeah. And so, that's the thing. But people were like, why don't you vote for the MNA, MP you want, right? MP. But also vote for the leader you want. Because it would make sense. Why don't you just vote for the guy you want to be leading the country? I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's like how your vote won't really matter in the long run if not enough people voted for that MP. And even if you, like, that's the thing. Even if your vote, your MP in your riding that you wanted to win wins, right? They're called ridings, like the cities are called ridings. If they win, that doesn't mean that the party wins anything. They just won that seat. It's so weird and backwards way of running this. It's like, what? It's really confusing to figure out. There's like a whole, I might play a game one day about it. So, I'm going to show me my art for quickly. So let me go kill this, and show you where's like display capture. Oh, there, display capture. Where's my art? Here. So yeah. Oh, it's me. Anyway. Art, here you go. Haha. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so like, it's so backwards. It makes no sense to me. I just don't get it. Like, what the heck? I could just switch the display, actually. So let's go to the first one I did, which is this one. I also asked people, would you buy my art? And nobody answered me. Absolutely nobody answered me. Yeah, here's my... I did the Lorax. So anyway, it's just a... So let me just, like, end that whole thing about the politics. America is going down the tubes. Canada's already down the tubes. I think it was Bill Maher, the comedian, the left-wing comedian, who said, everybody's saying how we're losing to China. China's is better than us. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. No, we're not losing to China. This is America. We've lost. China's just flat out, outright better than us in every way. They're smarter. People are coming out of China. They can do things faster. Okay, I give credit to one thing that China does really well. It's getting something done really quickly. Like, they can get bridges built in like a week. They can get, or in a weekend if they want to. They got tents and hospitals built for the coronavirus in like record time. They did not handle the coronavirus well at all. They leaked the coronavirus, China. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, so for me, it was like, that's one thing they get right really well. Otherwise, they're just kind of, they're a crap hole of, oh my god, communism. But anyway, cesspool of communism. But, so yeah. And then there's, so yeah, so that's that. And then in Canada, it's already a cesspool. It's already gone down the tubes. If we don't get Trudeau out now, if he's not held responsible for what he's done, this country's going to burn to the ground. It's going to. Because we already have had multiple, like this is the, third, I think, group of people who are going to Ottawa to say, screw you, Trudeau. Stop the bullshit. So this one, I like this one. It's decent. See how it's like all kind of like white and the whatever color? That's the crayon. I like that about crayons. I think that's like really cool about crayons. Right? Then it's the second one I did. And it's actually not bad. It's not good. I definitely say it's not good because it's supposed to be more of a V shape. Like her head's supposed to be more of a V shape, like this. It's more like that, where it's like a yoop. You know, see like right here? It's supposed to be more like this. But it's more like a yoop shape. And also these eyes are way too far apart. But it's not bad. It's Princess Peach. So it's pretty good, I guess. I don't know. It's decent. It's decent. I don't know. And then I did... I'm probably going to do her again, just to see if I can get her better. I don't really do people again, honestly. Then I have a Foghorn Leghorn here. And that's actually really cool. I like it. I do. I think Foghorn Leghorn turned out pretty well. See, it's the first time I started blending. I put like a brown over like a reddish... Because I don't have mahogany, right? Or like a burnt sienna color. But I have like... Oh. There. I have like... like red. I think the color is like... Which color did I use? I'm gonna see. I used like... Oh, there. I used like... Well, this is the one I used over it, didn't I? Yeah. Or... No, maybe not. I think it's... I used brick red, right? I don't know if you can see brick red. No, it's crap. I'd have to show you it closer. And then I used... what's it called over it? I used chestnut over it, I think. So I gave it more of like a brownish, like mahogany, if you know mahogany, or if you know burnt sienna. I'll have to show you. Woo. I'll have to show you. No. Nope. Burnt sienna. No, not burnt orange. Nation. Burnt. No. Sienna. It's this color here. Like this one. Right here. That's exactly the color I wanted. I wanted like a little red. Well, actually that isn't very good representation there. Cause okay, one thing about these monitors that I hate with a passion is that they're both color calibrated completely differently. I could go into the settings and calibrate them, but frig man, I don't care. God. Like that's a pretty good color too. Either burnt sienna or mahogany. Mahogany. Yeah, like that. Or like this. It's still bad representation. Well, actually, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's pretty much what I wanted. This right here. This one right here. So, yeah. But I didn't actually get... No, I don't actually have that, so... Because I don't have all the colors. Also, there's certain colors where I'm like, but you don't have that anymore, Crayola? Or you don't offer it in this pack? So I know you can buy, like, separate packs of, like, just, like, 3 or 4 colors. 5 colors, maybe 16 colors. So, I mean, look. Colors are cool. Like, I don't know, Crayola does a very good job of having, like, a range of colors. It's just my opinion on the matter is it's kind of a little too general. And then they just go into random colors. You're like, I just want blue. I don't want periwinkle. Or sky blue. Or cornflower. Or other blues. That's a blue, technically. Indigo with more purple, actually. Or like... Oh, there's blue. See, I have a blue. Do they have an orange? Red, orange. Okay, fine. And now this, just orange? Orange, okay. They must have all the, like, primary colors. Yellow, orange. I gotta go to the bathroom. So, I think that'll be it for now, guys. So, adios, mi amigos.